Hello. In our previous videos, we set out to convert prices within our sales data to euros. We utilized the Pandas merge method to retrieve the currency exchange rate from another table and appended those values to our sales table. However, we haven't yet completed the price conversion. In this video, we're introducing a new column to our table where prices will be displayed in euros. To add a new column to a table using Pandas, we simply define the column and assign it a value. I want to emphasize the importance of accurate spelling when defining a new column or performing operations on an existing one. You need to write the table name followed by the column name, enclosed in square brackets and quotation marks. For brevity during our discussions, I won't verbalize square brackets and quotation marks each time I refer to a column. I'll simply state the table name and the column name. So, instead of saying sales square brackets price underscore euro, I'll say sales price euro. The syntax for assigning a new column to our table is straightforward. For example, sales price euro equals sales price multiplied by sales exchange rate will create a new column labeled price euro, populating it with prices converted to euros. It's crucial to note that if a price euro column already exists, this operation will overwrite its values. If the column does not exist, it will be created. This methodology allows us to add as many columns as we want to our data frame, using mathematical expressions, logical operations, or grouping. We'll delve deeper into this topic in future videos. Now, let's add another column to our FX rates table. Since we identified duplicate entries in a previous video, we'll now create a column that flags whether a row is a duplicate. Before diving into the FX rates table, let's test this operation on a smaller table that we previously used. You might recall that our DF2 table contained duplicate entries. We're now going to add three new columns: DF2 first, DF2 last, and DF2 false. We'll pass the required value to the keep argument accordingly. Remember, we add first and last within quotes, but false without. The keep argument determines which among the duplicate entries should be flagged as true. The options for keep are first, last, or false. This syntax will create three new columns, each marked as true if the row is a duplicate. First, this marks all duplicates as true, except for the first occurrence. Last, this marks all duplicates as true, except for the last occurrence. False, this marks all duplicates as true. It may seem confusing at first, but a simple way to remember this is that the keep argument indicates which entry should not be considered a duplicate. By default, if you don't specify it, Pandas sets keep to last. Depending on your requirements, you might want to flag the first occurrence, the last one, or all of them as duplicates. Note that we've only checked for duplicates based on one column. If you want to check for duplicates using a combination of two or more columns, you should pass the column names within square brackets. Let's illustrate this by assigning a new column to our FX rates table and name it as duplicate. Remember that Python treats false values as 0 and true values as 1. Thus, if you want to count the duplicates, you can simply sum the isDuplicate column by writing FX rates isDuplicate.sum. As promised in our previous video, we'll now demonstrate how to filter a table. While there are many ways to accomplish this, for the sake of clarity, I'll introduce just one method in this video. We'll use the .lock method. Although its syntax might seem a bit peculiar at first, it becomes intuitive with practice. fxrates.lock fxrates isDuplicate equals true. This command will return the rows in fxrates where isDuplicate is true. Keep in mind that the key to using .lock is specifying the condition for filtering within the square brackets. It's worth noting that we use double equal signs when testing for equality. When we want to check if something equals something else, we use double equals. A single equals sign is used to assign a value, whereas double equals tests for equality. If we're checking strings in a logical test, we should enclose them in quotes. When checking numbers or logical expressions like true or false, quotes are not needed. Now, I encourage you to experiment with this feature. Try filtering different columns using various conditions. Feel free to explore the documentation to enhance your understanding. Don't worry if it seems confusing, we'll delve deeper into table filtering in our next video.